And we're back. We got in the building. We're trying to get him for a while. We finally got him. We say, my guy, you good?
Yeah, man. What's happening? You good?
Yeah, man. As you know, we won the league. It's the World Cup. I don't want people to forget that Arsenal won the league. It's an Arsenal summer. I'm in great spirits, man. I'm good, man. Surprised you got to buy a Munich top and not an Arsenal one, but it's all good. It's all good, man.
I know. The wardrobe's in bits at the moment, man. World Cup time. I only know where my international shirts are right now. Because I do the dry since winning the Prem, I've been dry cleaning them, innit? they don't really go in the wash basket like that. They get like special.
It's different
treatment. Yeah, it's different. But obviously, like you said, man, like we won the league and it's World Cup, so everyone's kind of like got a break from us. But as soon as someone from Arsenal wins the World Cup, it's up again because at the moment it's looking likely.
We can't let that. We can't ever forget that, man. You know what? Just because you mentioned the World Cup, who's your money on? In fact, better yet, who's your money on before the World Cup and who's it on now?
I'm always France. Like before, during, after, always France, man. I don't know. Like being an Arsenal fan, it just feels French, innit?
There's that connection.
There's that connection. So it's always France. I didn't expect Norway to get so far though.
Same.
I think people had them as underdogs, but I think they've got further than I expected, at least anyway.
Do you think they're favourites against England? Because it's a weird one. Because like you said, yeah, everybody expected, you know what, Norway, they'll do their thing. It's their first World Cup. But everyone thought it was just really Haaland and Odegaard. And to a degree, it obviously has been that. But that'll be downplaying them, innit? Like collectively, they've been doing their thing. Fair enough, Brazil are not where they used to be, but they dealt with them. I would actually say, like, you know what? Norway might even be the favourites against England. Like Haaland's delivered, innit? All the pressure's on his shoulders. I don't think you can keep him quiet. Of course, it's bigger than that. But England versus Norway scares me, bro. I'm not going to lie.
I think what adds to the scariness is Jude Bellingham's on that yellow, innit?
Yeah, a couple of them as well, to be fair.
Yeah, he can't play with the same passion he usually does because one wrong, one late, and, you know, his head will go knowing that I'm not in the next game or boom, 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 or like. So I think as well, yeah, they work well as a unit, and yeah, they've been surprising. And Haaland just does that messy thing where it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna walk.
He's inevitable.
I'm gonna pop up with a head, and it's like, fuck, you know,
it's mental, man. It's mental, absolutely mental, and it's a weird one, man. I feel like this World Cup's
they got mad. I'm surprised.
Go on. Am I cracking up? I think I got some technical difficulties on my end. Chat, is this me or Fred? It might be me, you know. Is it me? It's calm, man. Technical difficulties. Let me make sure everything's all right.
Cool.
Oh, you're back. Oh, I thought it was me.
Was it me?
Yeah, I thought it was me. Mine, man. We didn't catch what you said, so you're gonna have to relay that, man.
Yeah, just that they've been a shock in it, Norway. So I think against England, the Bellingham thing, it's not gonna like, no game is straightforward in the World Cup, especially this one, as we've seen. Underdogs are scoring goals, taking it to the wire. I don't know if Norway will set up defensively and like try and take it to the fourth quarter, you know?
Kind of like what Morocco tried to do. Obviously, it didn't bang, but yeah.
Yeah, mistake from them. So I think they'll try. Like Odegaard's gonna want to get on the ball and prove something to England watching. I think Haaland's gonna just be Haaland. Like that's inevitable. It could be a goal or two. So it's Haaland versus Kane. It's a shootout. I think it'd be a good game. It won't be. You won't feel bored. I think like yesterday might have felt a bit boring because Morocco.
100%.
You know, and it was just France just trying to break them down like Paraguay. But I think it'll be a good game.
My last World Cup question for you, yeah. Like, what have you made of England's, well, better yet, Arsenal stars playing at the World Cup? Because obviously Marino's done his thing. Odegaard seems to be doing what he used to do in an Arsenal shirt, like tactically in a Norway shirt. Yeah. You know, Rice is still, doing what he's doing. I feel prior to these last few rounds when Noni was kind of playing and deputizing for Saka, Noni was doing his thing. What have you made of our boys? Saliba's obviously been great as well.
Yeah, I think Saliba had a tough game against Paraguay. You know, Saliba and
Yeah,
Upamecano
he did,
together look a bit shaky at times. Like Almiron and Cisco were running, like, and that's their job. Those two, that's their job. Run man down. I think sometimes they looked a bit disjointed and right, it's a bit pressurizing in the heat. You got to stay focused, you know. But yeah, Saliba's been. How many have France conceded? I don't think it's not much at all.
I couldn't recall the last time they've actually conceded. Obviously, they have. They must be the lowest. Like they must have conceded the lowest in this tournament.
Yeah, no, I think Spain ain't conceded at all. France maybe one or two then, innit? But like,
literally,
I actually can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember them conceding. So it must have been, you know, solid at the back for them. Yeah, Odegaard's been doing well. Obviously, still doing things where he like gets on it and doesn't make that pass that everyone thinks he can make. Maybe he sees something different. Like, it's not 100% on, so he's not going to make it. But yeah, what he did against Brazil, he's smiling at Neymar like, yeah, you guys are rattled. Who else is playing? We got the England boys. I think it's sad to hear, like, you know, some of them are carrying serious injuries. Even Saliba, they're saying, might be out until the first international break. But who else we got? Yeah, we got Merino at Spain, who knocked out Portugal.
Yeah, the Brazil boys, obviously, before their tournament, they did.
Yeah. And again, you're seeing Martinelli grab a goal. He should, like, they're saying he shouldn't have been subbed off for Neymar, innit? I think it was Neymar that came on for him.
Carlos changes shocked me, man. You brought on a lot of, respectfully, Neymar and all of these guys. Like you said earlier, in the modern day, you have to be able to run. You take your runners off, especially against Norway. It's a recipe for disaster, and that's just one of the reasons why you exited the tournament, in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't get how that Ryan is starting, but Endrick ain't starting. They're the same age.
Another thing,
Endrick started playing at Madrid and is it Lyon? These times Ryan's at Bournemouth.
Yeah. Just joined them in January, I think.
Crazy. It's like he's getting starts on the wing, but Endrick ain't. That's who they want to put their hat on over in Brazil. They want Endrick starting, and Carlos like, nah. I'm just like,
I'm not having it.
Yeah, who knows how many tournaments they're gonna give him? You know,
which is true. You know, go on, because you said something that made me want to ask you a question. Go ahead, I'll cut you.
Yeah, so who else Arsenal got? Yeah, Marino's doing what he does after a broken leg, popping up, scoring goals, knocking out Spain. Yeah. Who else we got out there? Who's left? There's Norway.
There's hardly anyone in it.
Yeah. France, we spoke France, England. We ain't got no one in Mexico. I think that's almost about it. But yeah, like Noni, there's a big conversation around Noni. Well, we got unless we're getting into it. Trossard's left actually. Yeah. He's gone.
Yeah, man. Talk your spill, man. Like your spill, man.
It was either one of them or both of them, innit? And it's looking like both at the moment, which is who we bringing in. Because
that Greek
Rafael Leao's available though, isn't it? I like Rafa.
Do you really think he's the answer though? Because I think he's on a Rashford thing, man. Like, don't get it twisted, Fred. Yeah, like I rate Leao. He's obviously got ability. Left wing, I'm kind of checked out with our existing options. But I look at it, 38 games. I've got enough man in this Arsenal attacking unit where there's 38 games. I'm not expecting you to do it all the time, innit? But you're hot and cold. 5 games you're on it. The next 5 you're not on it. The next 5 you're a bit indifferent. I feel Leao's like that, you know.
That's the same with our current 6. If Trossard's not on it, Martinelli might be, and that's a might. If Martinelli's not on it, Trossard might be for 2 games. If Gyökeres ain't scored in 3, Havertz might score 2, and then you're just like, this guy ain't getting involved enough in the game where he's losing the ball a lot. And then if it's Saka's out for 4 months, it's not easy. He's, you know, like Leao's just going to be one of the same, but his burst of pace is crazy. Like the way his first 5 yards is just like, what? I just don't like. He's just cold to me. Like,
but where's that space in the Prem coming though, man? Because that's my thing. Like, because that's like with the Bacola stuff. Like, don't get twisted. I like Bacola, but I'm only really moved by him in the second half for France when the game's kind of open. When it's them tactical mid and low blocks, your pace is irrelevant. Cause we're not trying to find you.
Unfortunately, that's football now. Who does have big teams when they're playing against smaller, lesser teams? Who does have space in behind? That's just not how games for Arsenal are going to go. True. That's just not how games for Man City are going to go. and that's in England. I don't watch too much Spanish football to see how much space Vinny Jr. gets and players like that in different leagues or Bayern Munich's, but like that's just how it's going to be for Arsenal players. It's going to be that for the next couple of seasons. I think things will change now that Pep's gone, and people are going to look to adopt new styles of football because they don't have to worry about conceding 5 goals to Man City. Arsenal will probably be the biggest worry for most this season, so we're probably still going to experience those kind of low blocks, which is going to be stressful to watch. But got to think of something.
We gotta think of something, man. Like, we know the dynamics here. Like, quick question for you. Like, obviously, like, Arsenal got stability. We know Arteta's gonna be here. We know the players that are good. We know the areas we need to improve. I look at our quote unquote rivals, and City, obviously, they're still gonna be up there. But as you just said, they've lost Pep Guardiola. I don't know what Chelsea are gonna look like with Alonso. I don't know what Liverpool are gonna look like post Slot, even though he won a league with them. I guess what I'm getting at is, who do you think is our challengers? Because I look at it and they're just bare uncertainty. Obviously, life is uncertain, isn't it? But I don't really quite know. If I had to put money down, I'd say City and Liverpool will be thereabouts, but I just don't know. So I'll put in the question to you.
I think it's tough because if you look at Chelsea, I think they'll probably be all over the place again. Young squad, still going to be a young squad, losing players. They've lost Cucurella, their best left back, one of their better defenders. Enzo doesn't really want to be there.
Facts.
Who's the other one? They just is it Andre Santos?
He's gone
to United.
Yeah, yesterday.
João Pedro's head's going to be on Mars, not being at the World Cup. Liam Delap's not reliable. Cole Palmer, who knows what form he's going to be on. They're not really looking like making any mature signings, and a new manager, a new style of football. Who knows what formation they're going to play, what Alonso's going to say, yeah, this is what should work for you guys. Don't see it. City probably will still be challengers. Enzo knows the club. Some of the players probably know him. Has a decent style of football. United, I'm not sure I see it yet with the signings they've made or who they've been linked with. And then again, once they get more than 38 games of football, who knows what they're going to become.
Yep.
It's a whole different ball game, especially with what we just seen from Bruno. Like, who knows if the United players are going to hack 2-3 games a week. Liverpool, iffy again. Salah leaving, Van Dijk aging. Not much to be scared of over at Liverpool, in my opinion. Like, I don't think Isak had a great World Cup. Diaz didn't have. No, he's not even at Liverpool anymore. Who is it? Gakpo, all right, World Cup. McAllister aging. I think it's quite an aging squad there. Like, I don't think they're ready to throw. Yeah, I don't think they're ready to throw Rio Ngamoa in for like 27 games a season. So, they're going to need some new signings. They just lost Robertson as well to Spurs. So, yeah, it's going to be a funny season. I think Arsenal fans are going to experience the same thing of we should win it again. And we're going to have that.
I agree. We should be retaining it. Something we ain't done.
We should. Like, we got same manager. We're going to retain 80-90% of our players, add more players. We should. So that's going to be the conversation. But it's like, do we have 2 nines that can win it again? Nah. I don't know if
Go on.
I don't know if Gyökeres has a better season than this season. This was actually, on paper, a good season for him.
14 league goals.
I don't know if he has a better one next season. I don't know if the player.
Who's the striker for you? Because like I don't think you rate Gyökeres. Like Gyökeres, Kai. Which one are you at?
I do. I prefer Gyökeres as the striker, and I don't know. I don't think anyone, even Kai, knows what Kai is. Like, I don't like. Sometimes I'm hearing commentators say he's got great technique, and I'm looking at him like, I don't know. He had a growth spurt, and he didn't build the muscle to match it, and he started looking clunky and tumbling over the ball, kicking it out. It's just like, what happened to Kai. Then he came back last preseason and after his injury, bulked up and he was looking rapid. Then he got injured again. So maybe did he too much muscle? And then he came back and he's looking clunky again. I'm like, I don't know if he's a 9 though. He's like lead the line. If both of them were merged together, it's almost perfect.
This is what I keep telling fans, like, and that's one annoying thing, Fred, about Arsenal. There, we've had that for years, and like you said there with Kai and Gyökeres, there's players where if we could take the best out, in this example, Kai and Gyökeres merge you together, then we shut up about strikers, and that's one concern I do share, because going back to what I said earlier, I think we've got good players, but over a 38-game period in our attack, I don't know who could bet on. Like, Gyökeres is going to have his good or bad moments. Kai, like you said, he's an enigma. I'd rather him play up front because I'm not a fan of him in midfield. I know when you're up front, you drop into midfield. There's got to be something with this guy in it, because you always play for Germany. Arteta loves you. And at the end of the day, Arteta could say, you know what, you scored the goal, what was it, against Burnley, that led to us kind of winning it. It's a weird one with Kai, because I do think you're intelligent. I do think you're intelligent in terms of, you know, what the manager asks you to do tactically, the spaces you occupy. I think you're one of the best players in our squad off the ball. But then it's football, innit? Like, you need, your strengths have to be on it. And I think you're in a dangerous territory where you're living or dying by Kai Havertz scoring goals type of thing.
Like, and then there was a point that Jesus has to go.
Nah,
Too many.
Yeah.
Probably the best out of the three on the ball. Like, just, sit someone down, nutmeg. But then in front of goal, like the Crystal Palace game, he'll miss, and it's like, oh, you should have scored that one. But he will score that day. But like, yeah, too many injuries, getting on in age. I think, yeah, and then there was that Southampton game that,
oh mate,
Havertz played in midfield with Norgard, and that's why we lost.
Shit show.
Because Havertz was nowhere to be seen. It was Norgard in the middle on his own, and he was just getting overrun in there. And unfortunately, that made Norgard look bad when it was, in fact, Havertz wasn't occupying the defensive spaces he should have been. So it looked bad on Norgard, and it was just like, okay, so you definitely can't play in midfield. But then are you that 9? Are you a killer, basically? And then sometimes he'll show you he is with the goal in the Champions League final. But then it's like 4 or 5 times a season isn't enough. It needs to be 18 to 20 times a season. You need to be a killer, you know, and that's what we need. And then the reason Gyökeres isn't that killer is because Arsenal don't play to his strengths. So we're just in this weird space of the two, of like, we don't want to play to your strengths, but you're not the killer. And it's like, that's the killer, but we play to his strengths. It's weird. And then there's talks about, you know, a swap deal for, is it Julian Alvarez and Gyökeres that was happening a few weeks ago. That's kind of quieting down. And I think Alvarez is a killer.
Would you do it?
I would do it. It would upset me because I like Gyökeres. And it would be weird to tell the guy that did, in fact, bring you a league title. But Alvarez is a better player. Although he's not getting much game time at, he is playing, but he's not playing over Lautaro Martinez, which is, and maybe it's the formation catering to Messi, which is working.
You know how managers are, they just pick who they want to pick. Like, it's not an ability thing.
Yeah, it would be interesting if he was interested. I'd say that would be a great signing. That's someone that definitely has played in the Prem, won it before,
proven,
scored goals, can score free kicks, can run in behind, can get it to feet and turn and play someone in. He could do more than both of them.
And it's a weird one, man, because there's been times, Gyökeres has started and Kai's come off the bench and impacted, and vice versa of that. And that's what I mean. On one hand, it is horses for courses. You know, over a 38-game period, you need different kind of tools and whatnot. But I do look in my attack, and obviously, like someone like Bukayo Saka, if he wasn't injured and you was playing at your best, it don't really matter what game, what condition you're gonna kind of play. I kind of want players like that. Like, obviously, we are not PSG, but it doesn't matter what Luis Enrique wants to do. Them same front threes, first choice front three, they can kind of go out there. And I feel our defense has done their bit. They've you know, they're the one bit of consistency. They're the spine of our squad. They've even chipped in with goals. I want to feel that same way about our attack. You mentioned Julian Alvarez, Like, I don't know how much you watch Bournemouth or how highly you rate this guy, but would you take what's his name, Ellie Junior Creepy?
Yeah, definitely.
I like him.
But the thing is, the Premier League market is cooked.
It's cooked. I just look at the price tags.
It's not my money.
And it's mad. Like, it's absolutely mad. Oh, is that me again, folks, or is it Fred? Groupie too young, one good season, 100 million for him. Ours, I can't lie to you. You're not wrong, yeah, but you're not right in the same. Trust me, it will bang. It will bang for us. It will bang for us. People, let me know if it's me, so I know to refresh and do all of that. Yeah, Alvarez said he wanted to stay in Spain. For me, it's a non-story. If anything, obviously, if Barcelona change their mind or we intercept that, then it's completely different. But yeah, I just think when you look at Julian Alvarez, his heart is set on staying in Spain. His heart is set on Barcelona. It's obviously going to take big money. Krupi, there is an element of show us one more year. So for me, it's not that I don't want a striker, folks, but part the striker thing off. No worries, Fred. Part the striker thing off for a year, in it. Like, not if we could, you know, what I would like is these strikers got to start somewhere, in it. Like, you grabbed Haaland for, I'm exaggerating, but Haaland was there somewhere. Julian Alvarez was at River Plate. Krupi, for example, was at Lorient. If our scouts do their job and they take a chance and whatnot, then fair enough, people. It is what it is. Take your time, Fred, man. You can't control the internet. Take your time. Make sure you're following 90s Baby Shark. I can't imagine you're not. It is in the title. Make sure you're subscribing to the guys over there, people. But yeah, Julian Alvarez could play on the wing. And, you know, you could have a Gyökeres, you could have a Kai, you could have a Julian Alvarez start out wide. You could mix and mingle, but I'm not being funny. If I'm Julian Alvarez, I've always got the feeling, I don't know him from nowhere, but I want to play up front. And my next move is I want to play up front. Obviously, he'll play out wide regardless where he goes. But, you know, Lewandowski's got like the what's the word, people? The platform or the spot is there for you. If provided the Barca move happens and that's what you want, you could play up front. Now, Julian Alvarez has to start up front for Arsenal, but then you got Kai, you got this, you got that, and the third. He's back, folks, man. No worries about this. You can't control that, my boy.
My bad. No, you can do it. That's why I got to turn on the AC. Is the AC loud though?
No. It don't matter, man. We can't expect you to die, man. Run that, man. Like,
yeah.
We get comfortable. Be comfortable, man.
Everything's overheating. What was I saying?
We were talking about Julian Alvarez.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good signing. That's it. I think, yeah, and as well, Barcola's been mentioned.
I don't think he's the answer, you know. I'll be real. I don't think Barcola's the answer, fam. Like, I don't. And what I mean by that is, obviously, if you go back 12 months ago, yeah, you see the same conversations we had around signing Noni Madueke. If Arteta could get this out of him, I think I would have more rather you have gone and grabbed Barcola and we'd have those conversations. I like him. I think if you had consistency and you had better decision making, you'd probably be top 5 in your position. But that's kind of what I don't want. Like what we said earlier, bro, we got too many of these kind of players, and I'm still not moved by Barcola in open play. So I rate him. I'm having him, but I do think us Arsenal fans, we're getting in this I don't know the word, but this danger of making out he's the Messiah, and then ultimately we're gonna be overwhelmed because he's not. He's a good player, but he's probably not what we're talking about, type of thing.
I don't know if Arsenal fans do that, you know. I think United fans do that. I think United fans, when they see someone, that's the savior. You see with Arsenal, I think like the way we treated Noni was rough. I didn't sign the petition, but
same. I think that was nice.
Yeah, it was great. I didn't sign that, but like, I think we understand what players are, and with me, I'd see Barcola and be like, I don't want him to get too involved in that side of getting the ball and passing it back to, just focus on running that way. You see what a lot of like wingers aren't doing these days is running that way.
And just crashing.
I need you to run that way. That's it. I don't need you. Like, yeah, Martinelli helps out defensively well. Sometimes Trossard does. Sometimes he does too much. Barcola, I just need you to have a one-track mind and just focus on running that way in behind, stretching defenses, crossing it, get a shot off, win something. Like, I think that's a decent signing. And if it comes with someone else, if Martinelli does leave as well, I'm looking at Morgan Gibbs. I don't know.
Morgan Gibbs, right, from Forest?
Yeah.
What, over Rodgers? He's cold,
yeah.
But what, over Morgan Rodgers?
Yeah, over Morgan. Gibbs is cold. Gibbs
right, over Morgan Rodgers?
Morgan Gibbs.
I need to know your reasoning and you're working out, man. Because I rate Gibbs right, but Rodgers the ting, man.
Morgan. And I think we could. The thing is, yeah, I think we could get more Morgan for like 50, 60. Whereas Rodgers, Aston Villa, I think that what are they looking for? 80, 90 or something like that.
Well, they're saying I'm seeing as high as 130 million. Obviously, we probably bargain that down, but you have to be able to depart with 100 odd million quid.
It's crazy. And Morgan, unless Odegaard's leaving, we've already got Eze. So if you like, who's starting?
You don't feel he's better than them? Slightly.
Who?
Morgan Rogers, slightly. You don't feel he's better than them? Slightly.
Better than, like, I don't know, you know. Gibbs White is serious.
No, Gibbs White's cold. And he's scoring goals, he's doing his thing.
Gibbs White is cold. He got goal of the season contenders. So does Morgan. I like Morgan, but I mean, they're both Morgan, innit? So does Rogers. But I think I prefer Gibbs White. He's just cold to me. Good mentality.
And Forest are going to ask for stupid money for him as well, because they just let Elliot Anderson go. As you said earlier, the market's cooked. For me, yeah, when you're talking about all of these guys and a couple of others, if you're not willing to depart with 100 mil, it's looking mythical, man.
It's peak. It's so peak. I don't know, but you know you can negotiate a deal like we'll take Gibbs White. If he plays 20 games, we'll give you extra 20 mil, something like that.
Yeah, we have to barter still.
Yeah, you have to move mad, but like I take Morgan. He's versatile. He's a cold player. It's crashing. I think they're very similar. Like both box crashing. Like they'll get on the end of things. They can assist
as well, man. We need
to shoot. Yeah, they're both cold. I think that either one of them is a good addition in reality. But it's all about the price being right. Because I'm glad we didn't pay 150 mil for Isak. That would have been like cool. It might have been a totally different parallel universe if he came to Arsenal and he doesn't get injured, etc., etc. But 150 M's would have been crazy, because if he didn't deliver a prem, all hell would have broke loose. Like Gyökeres came at a fantastic price and delivered a prem. Like I think the Gyökeres talk would have been so much higher if he was 120, 130 mil. Would have gone mad.
They speak about him like he cost that much, if I'm completely honest with you. They speak like he's 100 odd million quid. Maybe that's because Arsenal needed a striker and Gyökeres was doing his thing at Sporting. But yeah, they do talk like he cost that kind of fee.
And that's why I rate him highly on the mentality side of things, because he
monster mentality.
It's crazy. Every morning he's waking up probably to slander that we don't even see from the pundits and the commentators. He's probably getting messages on a mad thing. Like he's turned comments off, but somehow they're getting through on like blocked ID and that. And it's like his mentality.
And his family see it as well. So he's going to see it.
Yeah. His mentality is man, I have to give him a round of applause for that, because man still turn up, wants to take penalties, wants the ball. Even if he has a bat, man's still going to run it down. Like that's one thing you have to give him credit for. And to still score 14 league goals and however many he got in cups and overall, and then delivers the premise, like cold. So that's why it's going to be hard to, if he does depart after one season, is crazy. But can Arsenal do it again with the players we've just had? It's hard to say based on what other clubs are doing. You can never call it, but we definitely have to strengthen in the nine. And we need one essentially anyway, because Gabby Jesus is leaving. You need 3 in this day and age, minimum. Like,
but he might look at it and say you got Marino as well. Like, I'm not saying that's the thing, but we've seen him play up front, innit?
Yeah, he can do it, but Arsenal wouldn't want that for 30 games, 20 games. Like that would be.
I wouldn't want that. You wouldn't want that. No one would want that. Respectfully to him.
8 games a season. Marino goes up top and scores a header. Cool. But if that's our plan all season long, you'd be like, I'm not going to the Emirates for that. You know, that's like, I'll be stressed. It's like, no way. But
it was stressful this season. Obviously, it ended on a high, but it was hella stressful. And that's my thing, like, obviously, Arsenal fans, this is a safe space. I don't subscribe to the rhetoric whereas bad and our players are bad and all this kind of stuff. But our football does need to improve. There was a lot of injuries. Clearly, like, our attackers at best, they had, like, they ended the season winning the league, innit? So it's their most memorable season. But they had moments. They never had that level of consistency. So we need Saka back up to his best. We need Kai and Gyökeres doing what they're doing. But then there's, to a degree, like, I'm not being funny, a lot of these players, I love you lot, but I accept you for what you are, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not looking at Martinelli and thinking, yo, the penny's going to drop now and we're going to see that Martinelli of 2022-23. You're a tool in a toolbox. I know you got pace. I know you're mucking defensively. I know you'll give me some big goals, but I also know you'll frustrate the living daylights out of me. So this is, like, as much as I think it's about recruitment, the players have to back up their ideas. We need people to stay fit, and Arteta's got to elevate this thing. What would you say is our priorities based on recruitment this summer? Because I get the vibe that for you, it'd be a striker. for me, I think the biggest priority is left wing and centre mid. Personally, I think especially left wing because that's been going on for years.
Yeah, left wing. Is it time for Lewis Skelly to play in the middle more?
100%.
So I don't. It's hard to. Arsenal fans probably don't want to see much of Zubi next season. Like as much
they're
as
haters,
they saw.
but he's cold.
You think he's cold? Oh.
He's cold, man. He's cold. Do you see what's going on with Zubi? You see how Eze and Gyökeres, their season started slow. Like first half of the season, there weren't really much. Second half, they did their thing. People forget how good Zubi was in that first half of the season. Now, I get the hype. We wanted him. Everyone wanted him. He could get a bit physically stronger. Fred, I would say the biggest thing with me with Zubi is when it's like them chess match football games, I'm cool with Zubi. You see, when it's them, it's open. It's them typical English games. Like you might like Sunderland away. No one thought it'd be that difficult. Now I think Zubi's in issues. I think Zubi's cold, man. Maybe Cold's gassing it, but I think he's cold, man.
He started well. He was grabbing goals. He's typical Spanish technique, shooting, striking. But there's something just happened where he just kept on passing backwards. And
lost
it was
his confidence,
like,
man.
bro, yeah, what happened? And just what happened? It was crazy. So it was like, that probably is why you'd need another midfielder. We got Miles. Who else to play?
Needs to play.
Right. Miles needs to play, and it's not gonna. It doesn't need to be left back. You got Calafiore and Hincapié. It doesn't need to be a third choice left back. That's crazy. Like, and if we sell him to someone, Arsenal fans will just lose their head because it'll just be like, what? Why are we selling this guy who's cold? Midfielder. I don't know. I don't really. I know I don't want Bruno from Newcastle.
You don't want him?
Nah. That guy is going to be a liability if he comes to Arsenal, man. That guy has got 2 or 3 red cards in him in a season.
I hear it, and Arsenal tax is going to get dark.
I don't want that. I don't want... And he's clunky. Arsenal needs to get less clunky. Like,
you reckon Bruno's... Y'all being horrible to him, you know.
Bruno's clunky. Bruno is not a Santi Cazorla. He's not a... He's not of that ilk. He's a clunky Brazilian.
Hey, you're hating still.
He's not
Kaka. I can't subscribe to that one. You're hating still.
He's definitely clunky. He's definitely clunky. We can't get more clunky. We're clunky right now. Trust me.
Slightly, his technical level's higher than Rice's. Slightly.
Technical? What?
Nah. The only thing I think with Arsenal fans misprofiling Bruno is they think he's got an engine. Rice is going to, to a degree, have to hold his hand. But that's what I want, Fred. I want Lewis Skelly, Rice, Zubi. I need one more, and I will shut up about midfield because we do run Rice into the ground. Look, God forbid, but Lewis Skelly or Zubi get injured or Zubi's feeling sorry for himself and Lewis Skelly suspended. You're then having Marino and Kai in midfield and maybe changing things with Odegaard and Eze. That's kind of why I want Rodgers as well. But I think Bruno takes us up a level. I'm not going to lie. I think Guimaraes takes us up a level.
I don't know. You think he's clunky, man. I think he's ball get caught under his feet, nicks it, concede a goal type shit. Like just and we need a dictator, man. Like someone that
he's not that
of the Xabi Alonso, Toni Kroos mode where like man will spray a 40-yard ball that way. Pop it 40 yards. Like we don't have a
I quite like to do them things though.
Who Bruno?
Bruno can do that. If Rice can do that, Bruno can definitely do that.
Rice doesn't do that. Rice don't be spraying. Rice is the only
not
time
consistently, but I've seen him spray a pass.
I've seen him do it once, and the one time I saw him, he's probably done it more than once here, but the one time I remember was against Man City when he sprayed it to Ethan, and Ethan scored that goal. Yeah. That's the only one that comes to mind. Like Rice don't be spraying balls around the pitch like that, and he must have the technique.
He does. I remember he did an interview where he's saying Arteta said he don't really like them dialogue passes, so maybe that's why we don't see it on a consistent basis. But that might be a cop out still.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we don't see that type of football enough from Arsenal. The football might not even be the word for the last couple months we saw. Like it's hard to. It was rough. It was rough, but Arsenal fans went through it with what we was watching. It's like I don't know what we was watching. It was mad rough. So the football, I hope, like the first half of the season was playing football. I hope we see that. That's why I'm not really. I want players. We need a new older. Like there's Eze, but again, the amount Eze played, we didn't see much from him. Like the stats say that he played more than he did when he was at Palace, but I don't think we saw much of Eze in terms of
He
what
had
he can
moments.
actually
I need
do.
more consistency from Eze,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Like, you know, Tottenham is the most goal to get goals. He popped up with goals here and there, but I miss like the days our midfielders would get on the ball, beat one or two, play it 1-2, follow your pass type
Wenger
shit. We
ball.
don't do that. Yeah, we don't do that, and we want to see those days back. And now that we've won a title in this way, we should be allowed to get back to that and see how far that could take us again. Now that the defense
Do you think that will happen then? Because like Arteta, well, a lot of people are saying, you know what, not necessarily happy with the way we're playing, but this is what football broadly looks like now, and also we just need to get over the line. There might be that kind of anxiety. Now we've obviously got over the line, and at the fourth time of asking under Arteta, and then you throw in the fact that we had a 20-odd year drought, the handbrake's off. So mentally, like, do you think Arteta changes things? Maybe the players as well, because I do think sometimes the players out there, I don't know. Like, I can only comment on face value of how Arteta sets up in it, but I don't know. Arteta might be telling you, look, go out there, do your thing. You lot are good players. He might be telling Eze, for example, play on instinct, but you lot are kind of shook, so you're playing the safe passes. No one really knows what to do, but maybe psychologically, this patterns us in it. Where do you stand on that?
I think it's Arteta telling them. It's definitely Arteta telling them to play this way. I think the players want to play a different style of football, and hopefully, team meetings be happening this year. Bro, please, can we not play that football anymore? It makes us nervous. It makes the fans nervous. Like I remember there was a game where we saw Jiri and Timber telling everyone to calm down, but it's like, bro,
yeah. Oh, who was that at the Emirates? Innit? Who the hell was that against? Yeah. For the life of me, I can't remember, but you're bang on.
Yeah, but I saw him do like everyone chill out. But it's like, bro, we could tell you lot is nervous, and it happens where Timber wasn't playing, it was Mosquera, and then Mosquera would make a mistake, and it's like you'd feel the nervousness flood through the whole team,
especially at the Emirates.
Started getting crazy. But hopefully the players can have that meeting and say, we want to play this way. We want to play fun football, exciting football. If the fans aren't nervous, we aren't nervous. If we go 1-0 down, we back ourselves to score 2, especially at the Emirates. You know, I think, man can't be allowing media to also get on us, because while a player will come out and say, "Oh, we don't see all of that," we know you do. And the fact you're even saying that,
you don't live under a rock.
Yeah, so I was saying, hey, take their phones and give everyone Nokias or Sony Ericssons from back in the day, so they ain't got no social media, so they could lock in. But they definitely see it, and hopefully the right signings get us playing the right style of football.
And that's what we need, man. Like for me, like I think we need about 3 game changers, man. Like obviously, I only think we could really get 2, because what I mean by that is whether it's Bruno Guimarães or whoever, I'm advocated of a centre mid that takes us up a level. We both just kind of said it. Left wing needs to be like addressed this season. I don't quite think we're gonna sign a striker, but if you could get Krupi, if you could get Alvarez, if scouts have done their job and they found the next one, great. I've personally mentally like part that off for next season. And I can't lie, unpopular opinion, I think we need another defender. Like, I would ideally like a Timber Tomiyasu where he can play all across the back line. But I'm nervous there, man. You got Timber gets injuries, Whites who gets knocks, Nkapie, Calafiori. You said it earlier, the whole Saliba thing. And I think that just kind of highlights, I would say, my irrational fear in that. Obviously, it's the 10th of July, innit? If I had one big fear going into next season, it's the amount of players we've had at the World Cup. I think us and Barcelona have about 10 players. Timber missed out. White missed out. Obviously, Saliba and Gabriel need to be wrapped in cotton wool. Saka isn't really fully fit. You've obviously got Mr. Declan Rice. I do think Odegaard looks like this is kind of like his preseason, but you could throw him into it. I'm nervous about this. I can't lie.
What do you think? Do you think Odegaard will leave, though? There's talks.
Surely not. Surely not. What, this summer or next year?
There is talks.
Everyone's got an offer in it. Like, I don't feel he's... What's the word? Like every player's got an offer in it, but if there was unsellables, I would say Rice would be that. Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Bakayo, obviously, you know, when he's on his business, they'd be unsellable. Then you got the Jesuses, the Nelsons, that people that need to go. And then you got that weird little bracket where I think Ben White, Odegaard, Kai, You might be available for the right price, but we're not going to actively force you out. What I would say is, I do think Odegaard's playing for his Arsenal career, because I know Arteta likes you. You and Kai will probably be on the first 2 names on the team sheet. But if you do get a Rodgers, you have got Wanyeri. Eze might get into his own. You know, who knows? The team dynamics might change. We might not play with a 10 and play with a flat midfield 3. He's on big money, and we've given out bare new contracts. And with what Odegaard is, I don't know about you, but it shocked me a bit that there's been, with 2 years left on his deal, there's a bit of radio silence. And we only got him for 30 mil. Even by our standards, I know Berta's coming, we should be able to flip that. I do think Kai Havertz and Odegaard, this season, you man are playing for your future. I genuinely think that, but I don't think he goes this summer.
I think he's hit his ceiling as well. I don't think Odegaard gets any better as a football player than, not even he currently is, because he's not in form. But I don't know if he gets any better than he was. I think he's hit his ceiling, and I feel like there's some players that maybe we should have cashed in on a little sooner to make a bit more money off them. Arsenal's always been bad at selling players for a good price. I think our biggest sell was Iwobi, or was it Chamberlain?
Still Iwobi or Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, one of them guys, which is poor for us.
It's crazy. Like we've never sold anyone for what, 75, 80. Like it's not, and that would essentially mean we've sold one of our best players. But at some point we got to sell a player for so much money that brings in 2 or 3 players.
Like what Liverpool did with Coutinho all them years back.
Yeah, I think Odegaard. I think the pressure of being captain might have been the thing, and then the talks around the people wanted it to be Declan Rice or Gabriel, but it's probably a language thing with Gabriel that it's probably his English isn't the best, so the captain role might not suit him. But fans pushing and pundits pushing for Declan Rice might be something that plays on his mind.
Even Tony Adams doing that.
Yeah, and the weight of being the captain, even in game time, and then being subbed off, that being something that plays on his mind. I think, I agree. A new centre midfielder is probably needed because as Nordgaard departed already.
Yeah, and plus he's not played like that. Like Arteta clearly don't rate you, and that might not be because you're a bad footballer. Whatever he likes tactically, you can't do it. Like you're just a squad filler. And if Nordgaard stays, I still need a centre mid. I don't mind him hanging around because we do get injuries and things, but I just want 4 men that Arteta genuinely could start. Like obviously, I hope this Miles Lewis-Skelly end of the season means he's in those conversations. But if it was that, you are going to start him. You're going to start Rash. You're going to start Zubi. Bring me a next one. Nordgaard, he's not playing you because admittedly, when we signed Nordgaard, I thought, bro, all right, you're not going to be a main guy like that, but occasionally you're going to start with Zubi or you're going to start with Rice. Definitely thought you'd have a lot more substitute appearances. Like, you know, when you just come off the bench last half an hour, let's just secure the result and keep it moving. I ain't seen that, so I don't think he rates you. I'm sure they've done all their recruitment around him and all of the knowledge that they have to get on the player. But sometimes you might just sign a man and like, you know what, this ain't it, this ain't it. And did we really want him?
Yeah, mad strange, because he could have stayed at Brentford and played FA Cup. Like the guy just played FA Cup, and I think he's a good player. And the times he did play, he was doing that thing that I wanted to see of a 30-yard pass, 40-yard pass, clipping it into their pass. And I thought he was a good player. I think he's got a Premier League medal now, but quite a wasted season on his part outside of the
personal point. Yeah,
personal point. Very limited game time. Who knows what he moves on to do next if he doesn't stay. But I think the market being cooked in terms of price wise also makes it difficult for me to say, I want that player, but I also want something a bit more silky than Bruno.
Who would be it for you?
I'm not sold on Bruno. Who's nice out there, man? Like, or if it was someone that like, I want Rice can be more attacking. He could play further forward. He can drive past 2 or 3 players. He can shoot. Like the fact we're allowing United to speak to Tchouaméni or Camavinga's even being looked at by clubs, and we're not looking at these players, or the World Cup, we're looking at Kone, we're looking at players.
Bouadi from Morocco as well.
Yeah, we're looking at players, and we're not talking about them. I don't think Bruno had a great tournament outside of the penalty miss. Brazil weren't amazing.
Yeah, they all stunk up the place.
Yeah, all of them. Like, so, I'm looking more. What do France have for us? What do who else has had a good tournament? We've already got Spanish. We've already got Spanish shoots. Marino probably does he play more in the midfield next year? Maybe.
I'm not on it, man. Like you said earlier, like if there's 8 games or something and it's a needs must thing and which is just being cute and clever across the season, I recognize you might have to play there. Odegaard might have to play there. Kai might have to play there. But as a thing off the bat in July, I'm not on it, man. I think Marino's enough one. I think you play better in midfield when you start up front. Like I think you're obviously technically proficient. Marino's a good player. You just ain't got the legs for it. You're smart. You're intelligent. I like you. You're part of my plans, but nah, I'm not on it, man. I'm not on it.
We need a dog in there, innit? We need a dog.
A dog with if you could get obviously you can't get it in it, but PSG, João Neves or Vitinha, whatever his name is.
Warren.
These kind of drippy players I'm on.
Warren is cold. Zaire Emery,
yeah. But again, it's big Guala.
But he's not getting the game time at PSG. Very young. He's like 22.
I think he's younger than that. I'm sure he's 18,
No, he can't be 18. I think he might be. João Neves 21. Warren might be 21, 22. It can't be 18.
Oh yeah, he's 20. He's 20. Just touched 20. Just touched 20.
Crazy. 20 is
just touched 20. Cold.
He's insane. That's a player. I'd prefer him than Bruno. And then however you move things around in the midfield to make it work with Rice or whoever, he's cold. I'd pay the money for him.
But does he want to cut from PSG though, man?
Well, I don't think he's getting in over Vitinha or Neves.
Yeah. But he's a boyhood Frenchman, PSG young player. Yeah. I've seen my man play right back. I don't want to give Arteta any ideas. He fits the standard. And you know what, Fred? That's the weird thing for me in that I've actually... It depends, because I don't know if this is a buyer's market or a seller's market. You could say it's a seller's market because obviously you're making mad profit. You're selling man for stupid money. But then you could say it's a buyer's money because it's buyer's market, sir, because it's clear in it. You want certain man, 100 odd million quid, you can have him in it. So it's like, do we accept that we're at the big boy table and whether we rate him or not? You want your Guimaraes, your Warren Zaire-Emery's, your Bacolas, your Alvarez's. Do you put that money down and just keep it moving, or the scouts do your job? Because half of these guys got to start somewhere, and a part of me does want us to find the Kevin De Bruyne before he went to City, the Mohamed Salah before he went to Liverpool, like guys that might come to the club and were, granted in July, if it happened today, we're like, oh, how is this a level raiser? Look what these lot are doing. But in time to come, you're like, oh shit, great signing.
I think scouts are scared. Scouts are scared. They're rather the scouts at Brighton work better than the scouts at the top 6.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna wait for Brighton to sign someone, Brighton, Sunderland, boom, 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 and be like, okay, Prem proven. And that's one of the phrases I absolutely hate, this Prem proven stuff.
Jarring, man.
People have played in the Prem at one club, gone to the next club and done nothing. You've seen it with Fernando Torres to, players today. And it's like, it means...
Many a footballer.
It don't mean much. But, scouts are lazy and scared at the top 6, in my opinion. You don't really see anyone coming in and a top side being their first club. And it's like, oh shit, we actually got one. So
Ryan, you could have got him ahead of Noni.
I'm not sold on him. Based on what I saw, I'm like, that wasn't great at all from him. Like he didn't look. You know how they say, Brazilian passport, where is it? He wasn't looking Brazilian at all over there. That was crazy. And if that's the best that Brazil got to offer right now, that's not somewhere to be
dark
at the moment, boy. That is not somewhere to be shopping, But I'm in agreement that another midfielder is needed because, and I think it's more on the creative side. Arsenal are gonna see a lot of the ball next season, and we need players that can eye the needle passes, beat one, beat two, and can shoot. And that's one thing that upsets me about Odegaard is his shooting. Yeah, his shooting ain't great. That's where Eze is definitely better than him on the shooting 100%. Side of it. Odegaard's shooting isn't great. So someone we need someone that can do a lot of things. I think if you're looking for someone a bit more on the defensive side, Camavinga's a good shout. Seems available.
But then, man, never want to leave Real Madrid, man. Like,
I
they
think
never want to just cut. I get it, but it's long.
Mourinho's going in there and signing some people. I think Camavinga knows it's probably time to depart Real Madrid. Even Tchouaméni looked like the talks are allowed to happen for him as well. I think he's recently said, he's not going. I think he's not going United, but talks are happening.
Money talks, but I can't see us spending 100 million on Tchouaméni though, man. Because last summer we spent 60 odd on Kai, 100 odd this year before on Rice. You throw in what Odegaard costs and Havertz costs. Can't lie, Arteta spent pretty penny in midfield, you know.
Yeah. It's tough, and that's the thing with it. Football isn't EA or Football Manager. You can't just buy who you want and go and play the season. It's very, oh shit, what did you do last 2 seasons? You spend that much? We ain't just got to open up another 100 mil for one player. You got to find something else, man. And then does it sit with the sporting director? But then does Arteta also, like, there's so much more that goes into it, which we've clearly seen with like the likes of Norgard and Gyökeres. Maybe they weren't Arteta's first choices. I think he was asked for Seshko as well. So it's like we ended up getting what we got, and the manager does what he does with those players throughout the season. So yes, it's a very tough thing to navigate the football transfer market without even thinking of what does an individual player cost. It's like, will they play? Do they fit in? And stats is a big thing. What are their stats at their current club? You know,
what they like off the ball in today's day and age, man. Because I think we, especially with attackers, I'm not saying we want to advocate this, because really and truly with attacking players, all we care about is goals, assists, showmanship, X factor, exciting fans, and ultimately making a difference and winning trophies. But unfortunately, in the modern day, it is about how much times you press the ball, the press, your willingness to want to defend, all of these kind of things. That's why I actually feel if we signed Morgan Rogers, I think sooner rather than later, you would eclipse Eze and Odegaard. Don't get it twisted. Odegaard understands the system a lot more. They've all got different kind of strengths. But I just think off the ball, you're very coachable from what I see from our manager. So I think you would make that your own role. I'd actually love Rogers, Eze, and Odegaard, because if they're all on song, we got good conversations.
I think Rogers is actually the younger of the lot.
He's got to be the youngest of them. Yeah, he has to be. Odegaard the oldest. Eze. Yeah, he's like 23, 24, Rogers.
Yeah. Gibbs White is probably older than him as well, isn't it?
Probably. Let me look. Morgan Gibbs White.
Gibbs White might be closer to 30.
Might be 25, 26. 26.
Okay. I think Rogers is probably a good way to go if you're looking 23. To begin to replace people in that position that are getting closer to 30. He is the younger player, so if you're going to weigh up the age versus the cost, it makes more sense that you could eventually maybe sell him in 5-6 years if it goes that way, or if he stays on to get another 3-year contract. But Rogers is a good way to go. Can shoot, can pass, can press, can hunt someone down. Doesn't seem to have bad discipline in terms of, I haven't really seen him get a red card or crazy amounts of bookings, lose his head on the pitch. Seems like a team player, well-spirited from what you can see in the England camp. He's not starting, but he doesn't look upset, because if you look at...
It's not an ego thing.
Yeah, if you look at Cherki, he seemed to look not too happy with Didier when he tried...
Throwing his toys out the pram anytime a camera pans to him.
Yeah, you see those things. Where with Rodgers, you don't see that. He just seems happy to be here. Sometimes you do want your player to be like, nah, I should be starting. But sometimes... maybe this is his first World Cup, so it's kind of know your position. Maybe if he does get called up for the next World Cup in 4 years off the back,
you're gonna have an ego. You're gonna have an ego to yourself. Unpopular opinion: Raya best Arsenal keeper ever after Seaman.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back now. You're back now.
Off the back of 3-4 good seasons at that World Cup, he might be like, I should be starting. And that's the kind of ego you do want Arsenal players to be having anyway when they do get to the Arsenal level versus an Aston Villa.
And you want them to become even better. Like, obviously, I thought I knew how good Declan Rice was in a West Ham shirt. I loved him, thought you were quality and whatnot. And in many ways, you've done what you did in the West Ham shirt, but you've taken it to another level. And that's what you would want from your Rodgers, etc., etc. I'm more concerned about left wing, because I do think if I named my strongest 11 in my head and what I think is Arteta's, the left wing is still the one where I'd think Rodgers would get in. But again, is that going to, and I know you got to be versatile, you can play in a bunch of positions, all of that, but we still wouldn't have solved that left wing because on paper you would have Rodgers who could play there. Is he the one? Eze you can play there. Is he the one? You've obviously got Martinelli. On paper, you got Trossard. We know Trossard's departing, and we've been linked with that Greek brother that plays for Club Brugge, Zolis, more of a squad player.
Yeah.
I think that's the area I look at because I want Saka back up to his best, where he'll getting me double figures. The same, obviously, on the left-hand side. My Kais and my Yokerezes, you lot try and do what you're doing. And I think we need more goals from midfield, if I'm brutally honest, man. I know Rice's role kind of changed, but I think that's underrated. And that would be the one thing that I'll give Zubi. You did get goals, but I don't have you, Rice, or Miles Lewis-Skelly generally as attacking, like as goal scorers, better yet. I need that from you lot. We need goals from all over, not just the defenders, man. Like, we know we score goals. Who is going to get them?
I don't even think necessarily Arsenal tried to score the perfect goal anymore. It's more Arsenal tried to only shoot when it's 100%. That's probably why midfielders like Rice don't score much, because he'll be in a shooting position and be like, maybe I'll pass. And it's like, now just take the shot. Let them know you will shoot. So it's either close me down, that actually opens the space up for a slip pass, or it deflects in, or something. You know,
create chaos.
Yeah, create chaos. That's what it needs to be a bit more about next year. I'm not too keen with Eze on the left. I'll be more comfortable if we do sign Rodgers, then it's Rodgers. But I'm also more for someone that's just a left winger.
That's what I want. Like, you're just a left winger. You're on just taking man on type of thing.
Yeah, a little less of the versatility, and you're just a left winger, and maybe you're even just left-footed. You're left-footed. That's it, and you play on the left, because this cutting ball, this inverted winger stuff, it might be done. It might be time to just there's a Gyökeres in the box. We're crossing it, like, or
that's what I want to see.
We're cutting it back. It's on my left foot. I'm comfortable with my like. It's not. I'm just swinging my leg at this, and I'm hopeful. It's accurate. Like, the inverted winger, maybe on the right, it's inverted on the, like, it's left-footed on both wings, and it's difficult for. Oh, he might still cut in and use his right and pop it and 1-2, but that. But
we need that threat in behind. Put your fullback on ice.
You know, I don't know what who's actually a left-footed left winger these days, but yeah, I'm not too keen with Eze on the left. I'd rather him in the middle. I think,
and I'd rather him in the middle as well, man. I think he could do a job out there, but you rob Eze. Eze's better when he's taking man on them short little body feints, the little link-up plays and things. I think you kind of cripple him being out wide. I don't think that's his game. He can do it, but you want to see Eze centrally. There's a question on Eze in the chat. How do you both rate Eze's influence on the team, considering he had the cojones to speak to Arteta towards the end of the season and told him to be less intense and to give the players a bit of space? I mean, if he genuinely done that, big him up. I think Eze's done okay. I think Eze's been okay. I need you to be great. I think there's more to come personally from Eze. I don't feel we've seen the Crystal Palace Eze. We've seen moments. I feel Eze, if I'm honest, you're a bit too much of a moment-see kind of man, if I'm honest. Now, granted, that's what the magical players do, but the quality is not in question. I'm happy with you. I just want to see it more over 90 minutes and more consistently, because you got it in you. I
think Eze there's too many games where he was performing at a 6, and that might be being nice.
Yeah.
Like, and a 7 is one number away from a 6, but it's actually a big jump on the eye. Like, a 7-8 is like, it's actually a big jump. It's more involved. I feel sometimes the ball comes into Eze and he doesn't check his shoulder, which is why he fucks up his turn. And if he got his turn out right, the play wouldn't, like, sometimes it gets to him, it slows down when it needs to be at that pace. And maybe it's because he doesn't check his shoulder. And that's sometimes what I think. There's a few things I noticed, like he struggles to get his second wind. Sometimes he's not, like, Odegaard goes looking for the ball. It's not that I want Odegaard to always get it off the centre backs, but Eze doesn't do that. So Eze, go and get it off Rice, go and get it off Superman, go and get it off the left, like, go get it and start the attack. He doesn't look like he wants to be that person.
Show your personality a bit more in that regards.
Yeah, he only really wants to get it up and around the box. And it's like, if you're going to play for Arsenal, if you're going to play in this team, if you're going to play in this system, if you're going to play in that position, that's what you have to do. Now, I don't know if he said what he said to what is being reported that he said to Arteta, but if he does, I like that.
And I like that from Arteta because it means you're open to conversation. It's not a dictatorship. Yeah. You have to listen to the players to a degree sometimes.
Yeah, we've got to be able to come into the office and say what we think, we feel. We're the ones that are on the pitch playing the game. Like, you see it from the sideline, we see it from the stands. On the pitch is a whole different thing of, Fact. Oh, you lot thought that pass was on. It wasn't. The angle, it just wasn't. My body positioning was wrong. I couldn't make that pass successfully at that time. So I didn't make it. And while the crowd got onto me, it just wasn't on. Y'all would have been more onto me for fucking it up.
Yeah. Like, how's he lost the ball there? We've conceded, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. You know, you're saying, he should have flicked it over his head. It's 89 minutes. I couldn't lift my leg. You know, like that. So, yeah, I do want players to be more vocal about how they want their seasons to go, be more free in speaking out about how they think a match went, and it's not so robotic in the sense of, we just couldn't do this time, and we'll do it for the fan. I don't want to see no social media posts of, we're sorry. Y'all won it this year. You guys won it this year. You don't need to be sorry for anything for another 3-4 seasons.
Let your nuts hang, man. You lot of them guys now.
Yeah, be bad boys. We gotta be bad boys next year. I'm not saying get red cards, but when they do that, what's that thing called when they walk out for the first game? Guard of honor.
Guard of honor. Yeah, accept it, man. You lot are here now. Everything you've been working to, you're here now. Don't stop the humble thing, but stop the humble thing. Now, I get it. In this country, you show a bit of personality, people are on you. I won't lie though, Fred. Based on what you said there, yeah. I'm not going to say they're doing it, but towards the end of the season and definitely post-match comments, I did see Rice get a bit more pissed off with our perception. Saka get a bit more pissed off. It's like, you lot don't rate us anyways, innit? So we might as well just continue how the way we continue, do our thing. And nobody can name a Premier League team that's actually liked. Nobody's like the City side. Nobody liked this Arsenal side, let alone the last one. Nobody definitely liked the Man United side. So we need to be comfortable with that, really and truly. We can't please everyone. As long as the manager and the fans, and most importantly, you lot in the change rooms, riding the highs and lows together, rate each other, then pardon my language, fuck everyone else. I can't cap.
100%. We got to be bad boys, man. And maybe that is what Bruno would actually bring. That bad boy. Bruno,
he gets sent off though, man. The Arsenal sack's nasty.
Yeah.
But I rate him though, man. I think him and Rice, but you know what? Him and Rice, Bruno and Lewis Skelly, I don't really rate it as much, but Bruno and Zubi, I think there's some good combinations that we can kind of do. And this is, for me, more designed that when there is opportunities to rest Declan Rice, take it, innit? Because for me, unpopular opinion, I understand he needs rest. I can't lie, Rice, you would be in the first match they scored. But we can be a bit cute and clever. You don't need to start every game. We take you off after 60 minutes in the next couple of fixtures if they go our way. Before you know, you've saved his legs for 90 minutes. So that's what I need to see from the gaffer. Be a bit cute and clever with these kind of men next year. Because we ran them into the ground. We have. It's for a good cause, but yeah.
Physically, it looks great. It's probably back to the Petit Vieira days where you got two giant midfielders, So maybe it's not too bad. It's physically imposing at corners. If Declan Rice is taking it, you got another big body in there instead of Zubimendi hanging out on the edge of the box. It works. I think whoever we sign will be interesting. You never know how it's really gonna go. But yeah, I do want to. I want to see business done soon, though.
I think everyone's in agreement with you there, man.
Who's in agreement?
I think everyone's in agreement with you there.
Yeah, man. Like, business done soon where, cool, it's World Cup, but they get back to preseason early. Whoever can play the first couple games, play it, and we're not using too many youth team players in the first couple of games. Like, we need like a bench that is scary as well. I think there was a few times in the season where it was like, the bench ain't too scary. There's not much off the bench, and we've already lost someone that can start and be an impact sub in Trossard. Like, that's a good player we've lost.
We need to replace that immediately.
Need to replace that in whoever. Just as long as business is done early, for fans to get used to that player in preseason and say, actually, I like him in an Arsenal top. I see it. I can see this working over the season and it being a good signing. And then when you get your Sakas and your Rices back, the fans get more and more happy. We got to start strong. I think we can. newly promoted Coventry's the first game, so that'll be a good game at home. Should be comfortable. Like get the signings right, we should be comfortable because we're not. We probably won't have 4 players. Who not? I don't know. I haven't really kept up with Timber. Ben White had a knee injury, so I'm not.
You don't know how that's gonna go. Yeah, we don't know the status on these kind of men.
So, Saliba's probably gonna go in for. I think they're talking surgery with Saliba,
and he's gonna probably need a rest as well. The men are still competing at the World Cup.
Still competing at the World Cup. Who knows? We signed the keeper, but obviously David Raya probably isn't going to play at this World Cup. So
yeah, Raya, you need to be there, Riggle. You need to be in goal.
Yeah. Give me a week holiday and then I'll be back. Calafiori's on holiday. Hincapié, he's out of the World Cup, so he'll be back. Gabriel, who's going to play with probably Mosquera at centre back. Rice will be out. Zubimendi, Marino, depends how far they go. Lewis Skelly will be there. Martinelli, if we sell him, if we keep him. Saka, Noni, like what we need signings. There's a lot of people that aren't back yet.
There's bare man in theory that could be missing if they're all given the same amount of break. There's a lot of half the squad's missing. 10 players are there.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's gonna be a tough start, but the right signings make it easier on a nice opening day of Coventry at home. Like,
and we need.
I want Rafa Leao though. I want Rafa Leao. I want Rafa Leao.
I'm not convinced with him, man. I'm not. I'd have him. I'd be happy. He's definitely not shit, but it's just for me. It's the technical levels there, the abilities there, the showmanship's there, all of that. There's just 2 things I don't know is there. You've got potential. Are you going to realize it? And consistency. If somebody, obviously you can't, but if God came down now and said, I can assure you that would be the case with him, Fred, get it done, man. Go call him, get this medical. Let's move, innit?
It's the manager to get it out of you. It might be Arteta. If the manager puts the arm around him and say, you're my guy, he might be like, say no more. That might not be what's happening.
He might be cheaper than some as well.
Yeah, that might not be what's happening for him at AC. He just might not be having that. Like, I'll be checking AC sometimes. He's not starting. I haven't heard he's injuries on the bench. I'm just like, he's just not starting. And I'm like, I went to Milan to watch him play. Crazy. Guy was tearing it up. It's like, I want this guy in my club. Yeah, man. I went to scout him. I went to watch him live. I was like, nah, this guy is cold.
And I don't worry about him defensively, because I think you can be taught that. Like you kind of just said this. If you buy into it and you want to press and whatnot, I've seen Ousmane Dembele not be that guy. And with Luis Enrique at PSG, works his nuts off in it. So I don't worry about that. You're converting me still because he is a bit cheaper than some of these names, and we need someone.
Yeah. And there's players out there, but there's not much available. Like the first couple names we're linked with is. Barcola's been mentioned. Like if we're talking the top 5, Vinny's. Who knows where Vinny? Who knows what's happening at Madrid once the World Cup's over? Anything can happen, but I'm not convinced Vinicius will come to Arsenal or the Prem. Kvaratskhelia probably isn't leaving PSG. Luis Diaz, like we're talking the top teams around the world. Luis Diaz probably ain't leaving Bayern Munich. Who else is a top left winger at a big club?
We're always linked with Nico Williams, and them links have gone silent. You mentioned Leao. I don't want Rashford. I like Rashford. He's man and that, but that's a myth. Barcola, like you said, is peas. Rodgers, I want it because you can play in everywhere like off the left. But then if I'm honest, we do need specialists, and he's probably not that from a wide flank. Who else is there? We were linked with Anthony Gordon. For obvious reasons, that ain't happening. So this is where I'm kind of leaning towards, you know what? Scouts, go and do your jobs. Go find someone from Africa or Bulgaria or Croatia or wherever have you that isn't known, that if somebody else signed them, we'll be like, oh, how did we miss out type of thing? Because these, man, the names you said there, they had to start somewhere, man.
Yeah. And who's the Ivorian boy? Diamande. Looks like he might be at PSG. Or Liverpool,
that's another one that we can't attain.
You know? It's like the World Cup, I don't think... and there's not too many that have set it alight apart from the Moroccan boy. Diamande was looking interesting. Oh, Manzambi or the Swiss boy.
The Switzerland lad. Apparently Newcastle caught him. He's cold.
Crazy. How are we letting he's cold? How are we letting a man like that go and then we're taking Bruno off them?
And they'll sell him to someone for 100 odd million in a couple of years if he develops.
Crazy. Like he's had a good World Cup. Who else had a good World Cup? I think in terms of people that have pedigree, there's that. There's the like. I wouldn't say go and get anyone from Cabo Verde because they're probably not that level. They had a good tournament, but respectfully,
don't get tricked off the World Cup. Respectfully to you.
Yeah. It's
a myth. I'll take their goalie if he wants to be third choice, but that's about it.
Yeah, probably. That'll just build the fan base of Arsenal, though, innit?
Yeah, man. We need to be a bit cute and clever like that.
Yeah. That's calm.
It's a madness. Hey, Fred, this has been amazing, man. Let me let you enjoy your Friday, man. Appreciate you for doing this. Where can people find you?
We on the social medias, Fred Santana or 90s Baby Show for the podcast. Yeah, man, active, about to step out, hit the gym, and go out on the town, man.
Yeah, man, do your thing. Do your thing, and it's been a pleasure speaking ball with you.
Who you got for the World Cup, though?
It's coming home now. Passion Merchant thing, England. From who I think nobody can really kind of stop, France. I'm going to say Argentina. I just think it's being engineered for them, my guy. I think there's two. I remember in 2022, take nothing away from Argentina and Messi. I remember in 2022, that whole World Cup, and especially against Holland, I felt, there's some decisions that are going against the countries that they're playing. I do think there's some favorable decisions going Argentina's way. I think it's being engineered. I personally, my hot take is, I think it's an Argentina-France final. I think they're engineering that. And I just feel, I'll be real, man. I think Argentina playing with 13 players. I think they got the 11 out there. I think they got the ref. And I think the FIFA president is just sucking ass, man. So if I had to put money, I would say Argentina. And it's a shame because it would cloud it for me. But England or France would be the ones I want to do.
I think it's a France-England final, you know. I think it's a France-England final. You know? I agree. Like, I think this World Cup, decisions-wise from the referees have been there was a point where I was like, I like the way they're letting the game flow. You know when a defender's got the ball in their corner and they touch on the back, they go down. Those kind of fouls, referees got those out of here. Then there's some where it's like, no, that one's a foul, man. Come on. Then there's the Egypt-Argentina game.
See what I'm saying?
There's the front Paraguay game where it's like, no one from Paraguay got booked. No one. Argentina have had one booking all tournament.
You see what I'm saying?
All tournament. I'm looking at it like, hold on. Like, there's like 22 fouls. One booking. Surely someone in that team has made 3 fouls today. Surely.
And Egypt should have had a pen as well. So inconsistencies.
Yeah, if they're not seeing the yellow card, surely the totting up process is going to get someone and be like, that's your third, man.
Nah.
Booking. Then, yeah, penalties. I think Argentina got a penalty where Lautaro Martinez got fouled, and they did that snickometer thing to see did he get a touch on the ball.
See what I'm saying? Like, but where was Salah? There's no consistency.
Tournament, yeah, crazy, no consistency. But I don't think Argentina beat England. I think England have got too much for them in attack, and I don't think Argentina are the greatest defensively. Like. They work hard. They're very physical. But I don't think defensively. I think defensively they get atable with what England have. As long as
they've got Messi, man.
Yeah, as long as Bellingham don't get booked, I agree they've got Messi, and I don't think it's not the same Messi of 2016.
100%.
So he's not gonna run away from Jed Spence. He's not gonna run away from Mark, but he can outsmart them still. He can pop up at the right time, so he's always a threat. But I think England will probably dominate possession against Argentina, and that's what's
It's techie, man, because I think them South American man, they're monsters. I think Argentina got that. I think they do have individual brilliance. I do think it's being engineered. But then I look at it, and you made a good point. You know, Bellingham, Rice, they're all carrying, like, they're all a game away from potential suspension, so they might not be there. He's carrying a knock as well. France,
Oh,
Argentina,
is Rice on one as well?
Rice is on one. Couple man are toting that line.
I do not. The way one book, how I just don't get the rule here. One booking in what's it been about 5-6 games, and if you get another one, it's like, come on, man. Just it's ridiculously close in terms one 7-8 game tournament, 2 yellows across 2 separate games is a red on top of what happened with the USA and Balogun. Red suspending is just like this is as a tournament and rules, it's been ridiculous. So it seems like there is some engineering happening, but does it mean? I think surely England can bench one of them, Rice or Bellingham. Especially Rice can be benched.
Oh, against Norway.
Yeah, against Norway, you gotta look at Norway and be like, I need at least Rice or Bellingham.
I don't think you can with that because their midfield's kind of techie beyond Odegaard, you know, and they're actually well drilled. We should be able to, but then who plays?
Surely, if Anderson has got has just gone for 100 million plus, he can handle a Norwegian midfield of Berger and what's his other one, Sanderberger, something like that.
But then he's going to be there on his J's.
Kobe hasn't.
You can't even. I'm not saying I want it, but you can't call Henderson. You couldn't call Henderson up. This is why I was a big fan. Don't be in bites to saying take Lewis Kelly, because you could have went Lewis Kelly and Rice or Lewis Kelly and Sutton, but
because they're not gonna trust. Who could play? You should be able to play Anderson, Eze, and Bellingham as the midfield three. Whether you tell Bellingham to drop back a bit and you tell Eze to go forward. Or you drop.
I think they'll get bopped against Norway still.
You think they'll get bopped?
I think they'll get bopped against Norway, man. I actually think you need Rice, Elliott, Anderson, and Bellingham. That midfield of Norway, them man are techie, you know, and so well coached tactically.
Yeah.
I'm a bit nervous. I'll be even more nervous if one of them's dropped.
Come on, England are what, the 3rd or 4th ranked team?
Yeah.
And you take one player out, and now the midfield, like, surely whoever steps in can rise to a level. Surely.
Yeah, but who though? Because Henderson's out. Well, who the hell? Like you said, Eze, you have to change the dynamics. I don't think Tuchel trusts Eze as well. Like, I think he sees him as a mavericky. You might just set something up if we need it type of thing. Should have brought
Trent, man.
Should have brought Trent. Should have brought Lewis Kelly because he could have slotted into midfield. Like,
especially with Caliber not even getting minutes so far.
This is what I'm saying. What was the point bringing him as well? Like, listen, Tuchel, you're a manager. I'm an armchair expert, but what was the point? Like, that's another thing. Our centre halves, like, midfield is one thing. If the midfield's not on point, Haaland's gonna score anyways. But Haaland's gonna have 3 runs. He's gonna score anyways. But I don't trust our defenders against Haaland. It's just about limiting his goals. If you limit him to 1 goal, we're good. 2, we might go out.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a much more difficult fixture than some England fans would hope for.
Yeah, it's not a walk in the park at all.
Yeah, it's not a walk in the park. But I think if you should have one eye on Argentina, and that should impact who you start based on this yellow card issue. You don't want to risk either of those two getting a yellow card. And if we're believing the hype around it's being engineered for Argentina, the first thing any of those guys do, booking. And then it'll be like, shit, it is fucking being engineered. Then you feel like the world's against you, and it gets worse.
And then the game goes away from you, and you're out of the tournament. You're packing your suitcase and forwarding back to England.
Yeah, and going home to Norway would be disastrous.
It would be. It'd be a great story for Norway. It'd be horrible for us. Obviously, Haaland, you know, it's great for him to banter his City teammates and whatnot, but it would be underwhelming. Like, it'd be underwhelming. Mexico was a step in the right direction, probably our best performance of the tournament, but it went away from playing at their stadium and all of that kind of jazz. It weren't amazing, and it's going to need to be that against Norway, because I think off the ball is going to be the biggest thing. As much as, you know, you can look at England's quality, what Norway do collectively and individually, you give them a chance, the game's going to go away from you, man.
Yeah, I think it's depending on who plays right back as well. I'm not 2 sold on Nusa.
Another thing.
He's dangerous, but okay, Jarrell Quansah's out for 2-game ban. So
well gone for Reece James. So that means Konza's going over there, surely. Like, there's nothing else. Like, I know he tried Rice. Yeah, against Mexico, second half, Konza went right back. So if Konza goes right back, you're going to go Stones. To be fair, Gurhi's described as touch and go. If Gurhi's not there, I don't know what you do. But you might have to go what? Konza, Stones, Gurhi, Spence is going to have to do up left back.
Yeah, it's just rough. It's rough.
It's rough and looking rubbed, bro.
Yeah, it's rough. It's tough. It's going to be a game. That's going to be a big one, though. That's going to be a big one. But England should have enough in attack. Score too early. Be able to relax.
And just get out of there.
Yeah, make some subs at 60, 70, 80. Kill the game. That's just what it's going to have to be. I think it's time to see Kobbie Mainoo, though. I'm not a United fan.
Another one, I wouldn't mind Kobbie starting, but another one I think's not trusted, Fred, man. I don't think he's going to throw him in there. He might come off the bench and do a thing, but I don't think he's going to throw you in there. I think he can connect the dots, the eye of the needle kind of passes in. I don't want to gas him up, but I think he's a Spanish midfielder. I think he's the sort of midfielder that the Spain youths produced at various levels. I want to see Mainoo, but I just think he's going to go with the same thing, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't, bite Tuchel in the bum. But yeah, the injuries and the cards is not looking good, especially defensively. So yeah, it makes it for a more interesting game. I think without all of that, England win comfortably, without the worry of a second booking or not having the right back or having to shift defenders around. I think Norway ain't got much to worry about in terms of their starting 11 and bookings. They're just like, hey, we can go out there as normal and
I live in a movie.
Yeah, live in a movie and just high and knowing that we've got Haaland. While England in their heads are like, we've got Kane.
They're playing with a lot more anxiety.
Yeah, they rely on a few other parts to be working to get Kane a goal, whereas Haaland he just pops up
off the scraps.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, it'd be a good one.
It's a techie one. It's going to be a good one, Fred. We're going to have to see, man. Love for doing this. I've enjoyed it. Chat, I hope you have as well. Fred has told you where you could find him. Let me let you enjoy your Friday and go to the gym, my boy. It's been a pleasure, man. To the next one.
Bro. You too, in a bit.
Come on. Safe. Big up the chat. Smash the like button. One love.